Hey there, people from all places and races. As you may know by now, we have concluded recently with the saga known as Rabbids Women, which was a trilogy of videos that talked about the influence of certain women inside the Rabbids franchise. It was honestly a quite unexpected but very beautiful trilogy done inside the channel that taught us a lot about the influence and presence of women inside the gaming industry. It was really gonna just end there and be this lovely and unexpected trilogy and nothing else. But after looking into some things, we decided to make an extra number! And in this occasion, we would like to talk about a series of individuals who have contributed to this wonderful franchise in their own unique and creative ways. With nothing else to say, we must begin with 3, 2, 1. Let's go! At the eyes of many Rabbids fans like good old Ray Kid, the cutscenes of the Rabbids games are the biggest highlight of their humor and animations. In the most recent title of the saga, Legends of the Multiverse, the big amount of wacky cinematics was one of the selling points of the game, and these were all done by none other than Hiep Duong Xian. Hiep Duong Xian is a 3D animator and illustrator that lives in Hanoi, Vietnam. They were in charge of the animation work, like animation and rigging, of the cinematics present in the title that tell this tale of multiversal madness. Every cutscene introduces each character and presents every situation in a creative and funny way, and just helps the story flow in such a charming way. It's amazing to see Rabbids cutscenes with this level of care and detail after so long, outside of the Mario Bros. Rabbids games of course, and we are glad that the slapstick and zany humor remained untouched in this new game. We return once again to Legends of the Multiverse to talk about the visual effects the game has. The cutscenes look fantastic, but they are complemented by the stunning effects seen in the title, from the lightning strikes to the big explosions and of course, the flashy lights. All these elements seen in the title were made by none other than Dung Nguyen. Dung Nguyen is a VFX artist from Da Nang, Vietnam, who currently works at Ubisoft by creating the VFX for the animations of the characters, moves, and many more stuff. In Legends of the Multiverse, they made the VFX for every cutscene present in the game, and also made the VFX shown during the attacks of every character. Every effect seen in the game makes it stand out amongst the other visually great Rabbids titles, and turns it into a unique experience. Although Nguyen had more roles inside other titles, their craftship as a VFX artist remains mythical. We can safely say that this may just be one of the most iconic teasers in the history of the franchise. Ain't that right, fellas?
Oh yeah!
This teaser for what was gonna become Rayman's epic return to the spotlight inside Mario Bros. Rabbids simply became iconic and was the spark of hope for the Rayman fandom at the time, since nobody knew what would come next. However, the question remains, who was the mastermind behind this mind-blowing teaser? Well, we do have an answer. That person is Maxime Rizal. Maxime Rizal is a 3D animator who has worked at Brunch Studio in 3D animation and layout. He made the 3D animation of the teaser of the Rayman DLC for Sparks of Hope, where we saw a bunch of rabbit ears in line before showing Rayman's hair. As stated, this teaser was quite a big deal back then and showed Rayman in a simple but memorable way. We believe that there isn't anything else to say. His work is fantastic and the teaser is simply legendary. Oh, Rabbids Invasion, you are simply one of the best video game adaptations out there, huh? It is well known that this show has many episodes and everyone who has watched the show has their favorite. But as every great animated project, there is someone who organizes everything and makes it what it is today. One of the most notable directors of this silly show is Franz Kirchner. Franz Kirchner is a French director and writer based in Paris, France, who has been working in the animation industry in a bunch of unexpected projects for quite some time now. He has been quite present in the Rabbids Invasion TV show from seasons 1 to 3. He directed 20 episodes of season 1, 20 from season 2, which 1 of them were written by him, 15 from season 3, with 10 written by him, and even directed the Mission to Mars special. We are talking about one of the biggest influences of this show that has participated in many fan favorite episodes and in this beloved special. The fact that someone so talented forms part of this team is simply unbelievable. Also, fun fact, Kirchner also loves doing illustration and has been a storyboard artist for Summon of the Gods and the upcoming Gumball movie. Man, to think two of Loris's favorite shows are connected like this must be mind-boggling. We decided to leave the best for last. So, do any of you fellas remember that very old concept art of Kingdom Battle that had some very early elements like Luigi with a beanie hat, Princess Peach with a spacesuit, and Rabbid Mario without his mustache? Well, this art piece, or more so, these designs, were done by Cedric Monsempo! Cedric Monsempo is a character artist from Paris, France, who loves art and music and currently works at Amplitude Studio. He used to work at Ubisoft and did these very early designs for Kingdom Battle. They were quite bold at the time and still feel surreal, even if it was just an early concept for the title. Not only that, but he left his grain of sand on this franchise a long time ago. He helped with the character art for Rabbids Heroes and also made these awesome renders of what is known at Ubisoft as Rabbids Crossovers, which are a series of art pieces that put the Rabbids in different Ubisoft games like Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and Splinter Cell. To think that his work has transcended into various other Rabbids media just tells on how imaginative this guy is. Man, he's such a talented lad. I'm so glad! That was originally going to be the end of the video, but we decided to add something else. Something that no Rabbids fan has commented before regarding a certain element of the franchise that we always see. Its logo. Back in July of 2019, Renaud Futter made various logo explorations for the Rabbids brand under the direction of Guille Fanucci, who you may recognize from the second video of Rabbids Women. These concepts were meant to represent the new and improved look of the Rabbids. All the logos present here have distinct letter fonts and only utilize the color white. Even though they all look good in their own ways, we can see why this didn't go through. It just doesn't feel all that fitting for this franchise, and there are better ways to give a brand new look to the logo as seen in the Sparks of Hope title. Despite all, it is something good to mention and recognize from a talented individual who once worked on this franchise. Also, now you know from where we got the idea for the Rabbids fandom logo, huh? Well, that's all the time that we have for today, folks. We are very glad that you stuck with us with this trilogy and you also stuck with us with this special video. And with nothing else to say, we wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, and night, and I'll see you around!